What is the report like with Ron and the JMJ family?
With running the JMJ's family, I don't know about.
Of course, I've been trying to pull the the flag for the Run DMC official reunion for the last 5 years.
Everybody is. Well, I don't know what Fred is doing, but I go to Jay's son football games. I go to Virginia to be there, and when he graduates, all of that. So everything I've been doing since the kid was born, still involved with the family. See, I don't do nothing for Jay's people.
Right.
Unless his wife and kids is involved.
Okay.
Because then I know everything that we do goes to the source. And she don't take no money. People think she do these foundations. Every dollar she raises for the J&J Foundation, she personally takes the check and hands it to Andrew Jackson High School, the school in Brooklyn. She don't put none of the money in her pocket.
So what does Profile and BMG and Sony had bought Profile? What do they do? I mean, what do the record companies do when it comes down to the support of the family?
Nothing.
And people would like to hear that.
People need to hear that. They don't do nothing.
Because I'm pretty sure a person out there in the world says, here's a Run DMC, $10 for the tape, the record, the CD, and I mean...
50 cents a dollar goes to nothing. They don't do nothing. It's crazy. You got to do everything yourself in this day and age.
I was on a show with Joseph Simmons, Run, who's has a reality, TV, a series going on now with his daughters, and when I was on this show, we were talking about the greatest hip hop groups of all time. I told Run about the road, and he had this gleam in his eye going on, and I was like, well, what's up, and he says, well, maybe like a Grandmaster Flash would be a DJ, and I also named Hurricane, who's
that would make
easy
sense.
fit in.
For sure.
That gleam is starting to like pop in his eye because I think it's back there somewhere.
Well, I mean, look, hip hop doesn't get old. We just grow up, but we get better. You know what I'm saying? We get better with our craft.
Fleetwood Mac is getting ready to pack out a whole bunch of arenas in the United States.
Metallica, Fleetwood Mac. Listen, the Rolling Stones. People joke at them. Oh man, listen. There's going to be a Rolling Stone concert when they're dead in the grave,
and it's going to be it's going to be an event.
It's going to be
when the Rolling Stones come to town, you might not look. And I'm a little bit older than you. I was 4 years old when Satisfaction came out, and if I go see the Rolling Stones, I'm mad if they don't do it.
That's crazy. I would just seen them a year ago at Giant Stadium. Incredible. Because you look at the Rolling Stones, they're doing exactly what they were doing when they were beating on pots and pans in the garage, hoping somebody would listen to their record. And they do it better than a lot of acts out today. That's the problem.
Wow. Run DMC's classic catalog made a point to incorporate rock guitar into its sound, which became a trend. In recent years, you've been known to have an interest in classic rock with your Chex, Thugs, and Rock and Roll LP. You incorporated elements of Hendrix, Neil Young, and others. Yep. Should contemporary hip-hop artists be exploring more of this music legacy, whether it's sampling or lyrical inspiration?
They should explore it because you need music to rap over. See, rap is what I do, not what I am. It's like coming here today at the gas station, the guy looks at me and goes, you used to be a rapper. You don't say that to Bruce Springsteen. Bruce Springsteen is not sitting around going, oh man, I'm over 45. Does that mean I could do rock and roll anymore? I consider myself a rock star. People ask me, D, any artists of today that you listen to? And I go, and the radio gets silent if I'm doing an interview on the radio. And the last MC, the last rapper, that term rapper, the last rapper I enjoyed was DMX. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like the new guys, the last new rapper was DMX because he was like, I'm messing up, I'm trying to get it right. And I respect that. Like out of everybody was show business and money. He would go on a Hard Knock Life tour with Jay-Z and Ja Rule, but he would go out there by himself
with a chain and a bucket of water.
Right, and he would go, and what was so real, like real recognized real, just like this new show. He would go out there and say a prayer about his dog, cry about his grandmother, and DJ Scratch told me this. I'm talking about the hardest gangsters in the world in the audience. He talking about Boomer and his grandmother and how hard it is for him. And you got gangsters tearing up where one gangster turned to the other gangster go, you crying, man? And the other gangster go, no, something in my eye. That's hip hop. That's real. Because DMX was a reflection of an element that exists in our lives, and he wasn't ashamed of it.
The King of Rock, Real News Network. This is On the Real, Off the Record, and probably the beginning fragments of a bunch of couple new ideas and shows, and no one can do it better. To my man, I pay homage to, and really, seriously, you are a credit.
But you know what this is?
Credit to the standard of the music and the genre.
This is, it's just like when I went to the Emmy thing, because the rock doc, I don't like saying reality show. It was a reality show, but I tell them don't use that word,
right,
because it takes away the value from what hip-hop means to me. I don't want people to go, man, that reality show you had, I just want people to go, yo, that show you did was really real. And I'm getting that from the younger people, but it was like I was telling him over there. I'm sitting in the room with my son, and we going to the Emmy, so he's thinking Jay-Z, Beyonce, Ludacris, and you know, he's thinking Hollywood. But I'm sitting in the room, Tim Russert's the keynote speaker. Katie Couric's sitting over there. Dan Ravis over there. Ted Koppel's over there. My son turns to me and he goes, Daddy, this is boring, right? And I'm going, nah, man, it's a whole nother level for hip hop. Because we still got some work to do and we still got places to go. And like I said, I had this effect. Like when first I got nominated for an Emmy, okay, the purpose for which I intended is served, but then we won. I watched executives from Viacom jump around like kids, we won an Emmy, we won it. I got nervous because then I knew I got another vehicle, because I can't go to these kids and I can't necessarily go to the radio station and say play my record, but I could turn the music off and I could do a show like this show. Or if you come to me and want to do a reality show, I say, nah, I don't want to do Vegas, I don't want to do Miami. I want you to, you know, follow me as I go speak in the jail, or follow me as go get his kids. You told me a long time ago, all this money is good. All this money is good. Remember the big tours? But you said, yo, D, the most powerful thing about hip hop is there's always a camera, a microphone. We always on the radio. Rappers are making movie now. We can turn around our situation.
All right, this is Chuck D, On the Real, Off the Record for the Real News Network, signing off with my man, legend, hip-hop Hall of Famer, rock and roll Hall of Famer. He is the king of rock. And before we go, I want you to give information. You know, you deal with your MySpace page. You have many friends there.
You could go to my website, which is www.me-dmc.com, and you could go to MySpace/DMC. You could get the new single, hear the new single, which is coming soon with the new album, and you could keep up with everything that I'm doing. Lectures, shows, appearances, whatever it is.
And the new up-to-date when it gets close to that Run DMC official reunion, which will be happening somewhere.
That'll be,
well, you know, seriously, I mean, not to stretch this a little longer, but we got, you know, you guys are going to be together on that induction
I don't know
stage.
if we're performing.
Yeah, but it's going to be like, you know, if somebody starts going, cat. We're out, it's been real.
He trying to set it off.
Hit it, Run. Boom. All right, we're out. Chuck D with DMC, gone. Hey, this is the ending, but a beginning of something new and fresh, so stay tuned.